divine mission of discontent. Look at the police. Look at them. Well dressed and well fed. Who feeds them? You do. Who clothes them? You do. And they baton you for it. Why? Because they are organised and disciplined, and you're not. That's right. Organised now. Stand together, brother with brother. Organised. Great. The great only appear great because we are on our knees. Let us arise!
Yeah, it's been a tremendous reenactment and a tremendous commemoration of what happened 100 years ago in Dublin, right in the heart of the city on Collins Street. Bloody Sunday, when the workers were Baton charged by the DMP and approximately 600 people were seriously injured.
This was an epic battle between the trade union movement led by Jim Larkin and the employers led by William Martin Murphy.
Larkin! I'll tell you that man, he's a force of nature, a freak of nature. See, my brother Dennis, he's a big Larkin, you know, big Larkin fan. And he's been dragging me to Liberty Hall every night to hear him speak. But I tell you, it's something else. I mean, to be sat there with hundreds of men, of all ages, all fighting for the same thing, all fighting for the same cause.
And the women.
And every last one of them wearing the red hand badge. The union badge, you know. But I tell you, it makes me burst with pride. Because Miss Friday was a scorcher of a day. Me and Dennis went. There must have been, how many rows would you say?
So there was about 1,000.
About 1,000 of us. And Larkin was giving it the Larkin, telling everybody to stay strong.
And to stay together.
That this was it. And you know what? I believe him.
I believe him.
I believe him. Because I believe that this is it. Now we did say that none of us should go to that bows and shells match because there was a scab playing for one of the teams. And then it turned out that the scab was Jack.
The mission that I have come to preach is the divine mission of discontent. The employers of Dublin seem to think they have the divine right to use, misuse, abuse and exploit their workers, and at the same time deny those workers all rights even to combine collectively in a union. So, the workers of Dublin have sent me to say that they, the masters of Dublin, so-called, that they shall crucify Christ, nay more, in Dublin town. The magistrate, Justice Swift, as you know, has banned our meeting on Sunday by his proclamation. I wouldn't be surprised if Mr. Swift was a shareholder on the tram line or the newspapers of William Martin Murphy. But we will be here on Sunday anyway, and you will be there also. And remember, for every one of our class patrols, 2 of theirs must fall for that one. Be here on Sunday.
I'm going away to a faraway land, going away for a while, and I'll return to you, my love, though I go 10,000 miles, and the sun will dry the oceans, heaven will cease to be, and the world will lose its motion, my love, if I prove false to thee. Who's gonna shoot your pretty little feet? Who's gonna glove your hands? And who's gonna kiss those sweet ruby lips when I'm in a faraway land? Mary said she'd get free, though she made good her plan. For Jenny Dwyer, the same night came, by fever taken, so they told us they could women their voice. Though she lost you there a long time ago, to live and die unmarked unknown, not for 1 minute of an hour, her finest flower. She
Larkin had promised the poor of Dublin he would return, and on the 31st of August 1913 he kept that promise.
It's the divine mission of discontent. Look at the police. Look at them. Well dressed and well fed. Who feeds them? You do. Who clothes them? You do. And they baton you for it. Why? Because they are organised and disciplined, and you're not. That's right. Organised now. Stand together, brother with brother. Organised. Are not great. The great only appear great because we are on our knees. Let us arise! The masters of industry have degraded and enslaved the poor of this city. They bought for a pittance 100,000 souls. But the moment has come to break that tyranny. Are you signing this form? No! Are you going to stand by our union? Yes! Then let the fellas with the batons hear your voices!
We'll occupy the streets, we'll occupy the courts, we'll occupy the offices of you, till you do, bidding of the many, not the few. Built upon the right of every person to improve their plight. The laws of this republic they rewrite, and now a few own everything in sight. They own it free of liability. They own what they are not like you and me. Their influence dictates legality, and until they are stopped, we are not free. We'll occupy the streets, we'll occupy the courts, we'll occupy the offices of you, till you do. Your monopolies were gone, while sacrificing our daughters and sons. But certain things belong to everyone. Your thievery has left the people none. So take heed of our notice to redress.
So we're here with Joe Costello this afternoon after the 1914 reenactments. Joe, welcome. Thank you very much indeed for consenting to this. And just a few words today for yourself about how things went and a reflection of the times indeed.
And it was amazing to have the president there and to reenact all of that. James Larkin giving that rousing speech, what he had given on the occasion, and then reenacting also the type of life that people lived at the time in the tenement buildings. All of that was presented in a very strong visual and audio fashion, and I must say that it was very moving, and there were thousands of people who were present to see what it was like 100 years ago in Dublin.
If you could tell us, briefly, just as you know yourself, what type of life people did experience in Dublin at the time.
Well, you can see the photographs behind us show the tenement buildings, all the children barefooted, quite very, very skinny, poverty-stricken, and you can see the women there, the lives that they had to live. Very large number of mortalities, 50% mortality rate, the highest virtually in the world anywhere. In Henrietta Street, where there's the tenement exhibition at the present time, there were 100 people living in one single building. So disease was rife, infectious and so on. So it was worse than Calcutta, Dublin 100 years ago. And that was really what Larkin and Connolly did. They came in, as they say, like a mighty wave, and they raised the risen people in recognition of the circumstances, the conditions, and how to stand up for themselves. So that's really what we are commemorating, that what we're reenacting today, is that risen people that James Larkin, James Connolly played such a huge role in bringing attention to the conditions that they were living under and showing them how to stand up for themselves. So it was a great moment.
Absolutely, indeed. And listen, thank you very much indeed for your time.
Not at all.
No,
thank you very much too.
And best of luck to you.
Yeah, good luck now.
A working class hero is something to be. They've tortured and scared you for 20 odd years. And then they expect you to go pick a career. But you can't really function because you're so full of fear.